then they're going to be playing better and more efficiently offensively, and they're going to be more active defensively. And the combination of those two ingredients makes the Lakers considerably more formidable, especially when you take into account the fact that you still have Kobe Bryant, the Black Mamba, one of the elite players in this game still.
Well, with all that's gone on now with the Nets and the Knicks so far this offseason, which team right now is the best in New York?
I think it's the Brooklyn Nets. I think if you look at their roster from top to bottom, I definitely think the case could be made that they're better than the New York Knicks. In New York, yes, you do have Jason Kidd. We all respect the future Hall of Famer, but he is 39 years of age. He'll be 40 before the season ends, and he's already talking about coming off the bench and tutoring Jeremy Lin, fresh off a season where he averages 28 minutes along with 6 points and 5 assists a game. I'm sorry, that's not going to knock anybody's socks off. So he makes them better because he takes Carmelo Anthony away, takes the chores away from him having to handle the basketball and try to create opportunities for others. Now Carmelo Anthony can just rely on his scoring and do what he does. So that definitely benefits the New York Knicks. Obviously, they're going to re-sign Jeremy Lin, but you still have the questions about Amar'e Stoudemire. To me, he's the key. Bad back, bad knees. Also, you got to wonder about his psyche and how he's been affected by all of the trepidation that has been aimed in his direction because of some of the decisions that he's made as it has pertained to his health. Smashing his hand against the glass-encased fire extinguisher in South Beach. All of those things are a problem, not to mention the fact that the Knicks don't have a bench. You look at Brooklyn, you've got Darren Williams and Joe Johnson. Clearly, one of the top 3 backcourts in the game as we speak. Brooks Lopez may be soft, but he can score. Gerald Wallace is anything but soft. He's rough, he's rugged, he's hardcore, plus he's capable of giving you 12 to 15 a night. And of course, Chris Humphries is no scrub. This is assuming you don't get Dwight Howard. Chris Humphries is no scrub. The problem is we all got distracted from his game because we were too preoccupied with his relationship with Kim Kardashian. And we all know I'm not complaining about being preoccupied with Kim Kardashian. I'm just saying that we weren't focused on his basketball. We were focused on something else. So you got those parts along with Marshawn Brooks, a quality coach in Avery Johnson, and who knows what else they can bring. You've got a starting 5 to me that's better than the New York Knicks right now, particularly with the question marks about Amar'e Stoudemire. That's what makes them the better team in New York right now.
All right, let's move on to Dallas. The Mavericks lost out. Let's retract now. Darren Williams, Jason Terry left for Boston. They let Tyson Chandler, J.J. Barea go a year ago. What's happened? What's going on?
Well, Mark Cuban's mentality, and you know, he and I spoke the other day. We texted one another rather, and he talked about it's better to pursue the right players, even if you don't get them, than sign the wrong players. That's his whole mentality. But there's no escaping that you're fresh off a championship. You've got an aging superstar who's proven he can deliver the goods for you if you surround him with the right parts. You lose Tyson Chandler. You lose J.J. Barea. You bring in Vince Carter. Okay, that's not much. No disrespect to him, but he's not the Vince Carter of old. Now you've lost Jason Kidd and Jason Terry. You're basically a shell of yourself, and you're not even a part of the championship equation. So that's what this comes down to. The fact that it's Mark Cuban and it's in Big D makes it even more glaring because it's a big enough market. It's an attractive enough franchise with an owner that's got billions. There simply appears to be no excuse. Somebody has dropped the ball big time in Dallas, and they've really put Coach Rick Carlisle and the rest of the Dallas Mavericks team in a really precarious situation because we're not even talking about them when we're talking in terms of competing for a championship. And it also doesn't help.
Mitch, just put those clothes in the right room. Then I'll go play tennis.
Talking about how they feel sorry for Dirk Nowitzki and the players and the
Let's
coaching
play an
staff.
actual
That's basically an
Wimbledon
indictment
match.
against management and how management treats its players that they ultimately choose to let go, at least according to the likes of somebody like Tyson Chandler and others. You read between the lines of those statements, that's not a good look for Mark Cuban. He's class to me and an elite owner in this game and a champion. But the bottom line is you got a problem when former players are throwing those type of hints out there.
Yeah, it always struck me that he'd be a guy you would want to play for, that being Mark Cuban.
Me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Why not? He has it. He's willing to spend it on you and everything that surrounds you, from the facilities to their travel. It's puzzling right now. How about Ray Allen?
Tax-free state. Tax-free state of Texas. Did I forget that?
Yeah, well, let's not forget it and move on to Florida. Ray Allen from Boston to Miami. What does that do for the Heat?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, it makes them the prohibitive favorite to win the world championship over the next 2 years. Dwayne Wade is a
saying it's
superstar.
savage.
LeBron James, superstar. Chris Bosh, star. And then you look at the supplementary parts that they have around them, the Mario Chalmers of the world, the Norris Cole,
Hey, Savage.
the Shane Battiers of the world. Mike Miller can't even stand up straight, but somehow manages to bury 7 3-pointers in a closeout NBA Finals to win the world championship. Then you can go.
Then you can go.
Who, by the way, will come back healthy, who's age 36, who can still shoot just as good, if not better, than anybody in this game. That makes them incredibly
really clear.
because we know that Ray Allen is going to get some open shots playing on the floor at any time with 2 of the big 3, whether it's Bosh, Wade, LeBron, 2 of those 3, and if all 3 of them are on the floor and manage to find a way to go small and to put Ray Allen up in there, that makes it even worse. I can't see anybody that you can definitively say deserves to be a favorite over Miami to win it all over the next 2 years.
All right. Stephen A. Smith, thanks for the thoughts today. And Stephen, thanks for Jay, too.
Oh, you're welcome. I missed you. I don't know if I want to say that. But good luck, Jay. Y'all take it easy.